All right. Woo! All right. Hold on, let me take. Turn this down.
Oh, come on down. Oh, come on down.
Come on down. Good evening. My name is Mike Reed. Welcome to the channel. I'm here to tell you about the repairing equipment, selling equipment to restaurants, hotels, grocery stores, hospitals, universities, and all other places that are not your home. How about that? Woo! Let's see here. Hold on. Starting off top of the hour. I'm gonna skip the AI intro, girl, and bring this music down just a little bit. Sorry, I've been running around all day today, and we've entered the end of the month territory. What does that mean? That means at the end of the month, at the end of the month, people are trying to use up their budget that they had set aside for the month. So what they'll do is they'll try to combine end of the month budget with next month's budget. So this way, if it's really expensive, we'll use up what we got allocated for the month of October. And in November, we just can't, we just have less to work with for November. So I could take a whole month off, but I would need 1 week and a half. 1 week and a half, most of the last month and a few days into the new month. People have me humping. They got me humping when it comes to that. Trying to get enough water in my system. So, my best goes out to all of those in the Caribbean. Haiti is gotten flooded. St. Thomas got flooded, and Jamaica is in denial. Jamaica is in for some really rough weather, but hey, all we do is be there for them when this is over with. But unfortunately, vast majority of them are in denial. Worse than Gilbert, they say. Oh, well, let me get this off. And thank you all for joining the channel. We got Fight Club. What's going on? We got my app. Thank you for joining the channel, brother. Hey, and my app. Here is the link. The link is here. If you want to come up, if you want to ask questions, if you want to go over anything you've seen or something that you were wondering, now's your time. If you don't want to be on the screen, I can put you on, but just not on the screen. So you don't have to worry about that. Hold on 1 second. I am getting some more. I got enough wires to get me from one side of the Grand Canyon to the other. This here will work. for any other person that stumbled across my channel. We are almost, how much time we got in? 13. All right, let's see what we got. Words of the words. While I'm doing this, let me let you guys know we have we have entered into Expo territory. Yo, Untin Kango, what's happening? We have entered into Expo territory. So we have ISSA show. Let me see when the hell the ISSA show is going on. Hold on one second. And I know most of you don't give a gosh darn it about the ISSA show. Let's see here. Vegas. Because I think it's going on right now. Let's make this maybe small. Oh yeah, you good, brother. You good. Okay. Yeah. Like Manuel, what's going on? And thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. That means the world to me. I really do appreciate you. Everybody who has donated to the channel, thank you all very much. It is greatly appreciated. So here we go. Here, hold on a second. ISSA show. So that is going on right now. Yeah. So that is that in. Oh, it's November. Okay. So that's getting ready to start. The ISSA show in Vegas is going to be at Mandalay Bay, November 10th, and it's going to end on the 13th. This appeals to all of you who are in dishwashers, all of you who are in washers and dryers. It covers a lot more than that, but those in particular, you'll be good. You'll be good with that one. Yo, Michael Adams. Yo, thank you very much. Thank you for contributing to the channel. Can't hold on one second, because I got one for you. Bam. Here we go. Can't let him come into the channel without saying thank you. All right. Let me see if I got a cord. Anyway, so this is the end of the year. Oh, another one. End of the year, getting ready to touch with the beginning, and we end up with a lot of conventions, a lot of shows. Right now, they have a pizza show going on in Ohio. Hold on one second. We do Pizza Expo. I was watching some of the live streams. Pizza X. Now, this isn't the one that is in Vegas 2025. This is one of the regional. Let's see what they got. Yeah, we don't want the international. Now, let me tell you what these are all about. Yeah, see, that's March. This is what's going on next year, March 26th. But as of today, I believe they're in Cleveland for the regional one. Let me see if I can get this thing. Screens. Maybe not. Oh, Las Vegas. No. All right, so what the pizza shows are good for is those will let you know how they're using the equipment. You'll get to learn. Yo, Untamed Kango. You'll get to learn what they need them for, why they need them, how important it is, and a lot of the different brands that are out there on the market. Some are available in the U.S. and some are not. They're actually like trying to gain interest because it costs quite a bit of money to pay for the to register model numbers and to pay to have UL certified or the other one. I can't think of it right now, but it costs a lot of money in about 5 years. So to see if it's worth the time and money, they will go to some of these different shows and see what interest that there might be for their product. But it is not a good show to gain clientele. These shows, you have people coming in from all over the country for the sandwich show, pizza show, candy show, donut show. Those are not good shows to gain clientele, unfortunately. But it's good to learn about the business. You get to, like I said, you get to be a lot more knowledgeable on the equipment that you're working with. All right, enough of that, because I'm starting to bore you guys. Anyway, this is Pizza Today magazine. They were there at the today at the one in, I think it's Cleveland. For the life of me, I can't find it, but I think it was Cleveland. And how much interest do you guys have? Let me make myself clear. How much interest do you guys have in the ice cream machine, in the McDonald's ice cream machine? I mean, show of hands, how many people are interested in learning about working on the McDonald's ice cream machine? Let me see it. Because the new schedules have come out for Carpigiani. That I'm very thankful for. Let me see what I can find here. Let me see what I can find here with yeah, I don't think Isomatic has changed anything. Yeah. Isomatic is doing Cefesa this week. And yeah, they're going to be in Pensacola, Florida. So if you guys live in Pensacola, Gulf Ice Systems is your distributor, and that's who you need to contact if you want training on Isomatic. My last live stream on, okay, cool. My last live stream that I did with an ice machine, no. The second to last live stream I did with an ice machine, no, damn. Last video was a Scotsman. One before that was an Manitowoc. The one before that was an Isomatic. I'm so sorry. So the Isomatic that I did, that was at the cement factory. There's an Isomatic elevation series. I think that was about a 400-pound unit. So if you saw that one, that's the training that I do. This is the training that you can learn if you're in the southern region. You don't have to travel to go to this one. You can call Gulf Ice Systems and see if they're going to Alabama. You can call Gulf Ice Systems and see if they're going to Charlotte. You can see if they're covering some of those other markets, and then they would let you know if yes or no that they're going to be out that way. Let's see. Let me get back to this thing. Ooh. Make myself a little bigger. Myself a little smaller. And let me get back. So we still have a little bit of time on that Isomatic. But let me get to Stolting. I don't know when Stolting is going to do theirs. HC Duke and Son, they're done with their training for the year. I think that was like October 18th was the last class. Hold on a second. What we're getting ready to get into is ice machine training, Manitowoc classes, Scotsman classes, Hoshizaki classes. Matter of fact, we'll go to Hoshizaki. So those classes are ramping up. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, those suckers are ramping up. Let me see what they got for next. For November. A bunch of virtual stuff. This is going to populate later. So they haven't gotten around to it. Don't think that there's not going to be classes for November. There will be classes for November. Let me go to Baker. And if you've ever gone to a Hoshizaki class, call the distributor that hosted the last class, because chances are they're going to be hosting this one too. And you want to make sure that they put you on the list. All right, so let me go to events. Oh, there it is. And this is Baker. Baker does Manitowoc classes. As you can see right here, this is who you can get your Blue Air. Is who you can get your Everest refrigeration from, Manitowoc, and True refrigeration. You can get True from damn near everybody. True is not really dealer specific. Everybody sells True. Everybody. So let's see here what we got. Yeah, Albuquerque, New Mexico. I told you guys about that. Let's see here. Oh, Heatcraft class in Santa Rosa, California, IA. October 28th. That's going to be tomorrow. I don't work on AC, so I really don't talk about it much. Let's see what you get. El Paso. So they're still dealing with a lot of stuff in my market. So a lot of Texas stuff. They're going to get around to you. Don't worry about it. So Heatcraft class is still floating around in California. North Highland. Let's see here. Bosch. Oh, Manitowoc. And that's appreciation. Fun fact, if you have an account, it is free to set up your account. If you go to these customer appreciation days that Manitowoc is involved with, FBD, all those, they raffle off, they give prizes. So they give away equipment. They give away equipment and tools. And then they also, like here in Texas, yeah, they're giving you barbecue. So it's the free lunch, it's barbecue. In Texas, they give us brisket. They give us brisket, smoked sausage, that kind of stuff. Now, so November, Manitowoc, Jacksonville, Gainesville, Florida, November 11th. Of course, Austin, Texas, November 11th. Once again, this is Manitowoc. November 12th, Tallahassee. Austin, November 12th. Okay, you guys in Georgia, Tifton, Georgia. Let me go into this one real quick. Make sure you guys can see that. Manitowoc training, Tifton, Georgia. See how much this class is. And I have no idea where that is from over here. $75. So it's $75. It is November 13th for all you guys that are close to Tifton, Georgia. Let's see here. We should have some more. You actually should have more Georgia coming up. If you guys really, give Hoshizaki the squeeze, and well, Manitowoc has their class. If you guys are in Georgia, if you really give them the squeeze, before the pandemic, they had hands-on training at the factory in Atlanta. So it's not like as if they don't have all the equipment there to do it. Here, San Marcos, Texas. All right, November 13th. Clearwater, Florida. All right, that's more Manitowoc. Again, Tallahassee, Florida, November 18th. There we go, finally. Jackson, Mississippi, November 18th. So going more towards that way, Panama City, Clearwater, Montgomery, oh, that's Bosch. Lakeland, Florida. So they are going to be moving their way around. As you see, they're doing Texas, they're doing Florida, they're doing Mississippi. And then they're going to start taking on other parts of the country. You know, so November, more Mississippi, Macon, oh, that's product. Laredo, Texas. So that's what's going on here. They don't like jump from Dallas to Detroit. They're, you know, they do a creeping rotation type deal. All right, let me do another one. Let me do URI. There we go. Scotsman, November 18th, and that is right here. As they say down here, Amarillo, or you know it as Amarillo. That's November 18th. Let's see what else. More Scotsman, there's Lubbock, that's down here. All this stuff is November. San Angelo, Texas, November. Gainesville, Florida, December 10th. So this is my area, Humboldt, Texas. That's December 10th. Robert Fernandez is teaching the class. I am actually going to attend one of the Scotsman classes this year. I don't know if it's going to be the Humboldt class or if it's going to be Houston. So Humboldt is December 10th. Houston is December 11th. The reason why I'm going to be attending the class is that Scotsman is introducing some new models. Scotsman has some other stuff going on. So I'm going to go in and check out the class. Brother Frank, what's happening with you, brother? Brother Frank, thank you, brother. As always. All right, let me see. I'm trying to see if they're going to say anything else. So, Brother Frank, I don't know when you came in, but yeah, they're going to have some classes in Dallas. Of course, it's going to be Manitowoc. Manitowoc is going to be in Dallas pretty soon. This month, November. My bad. And then I think Scotsman probably will be in Dallas in November as well. Oh, they're gonna have this. They're gonna have the Scotsman class inside the URI. Nice. That's December. Yeah, I'm gonna go chop it up with Mr. Hernandez. So that's URI. All right, so we went over what's going on at Baker, URI, Oshizaki, Isomatic. Saw some Scotsman stuff. And I said I was going to show you the K3 for McDonald's. The new schedule is out, and that is Carpigiani. Now, Carpigiani, that is, you're going to have to go to their headquarters in the United States, not in Italy. So hold on a second. I'm going to take you there. And I think it's under services. Come on. This thing takes forever. Carpigiani takes forever. Class schedule is what you go to. All right, so here we are. Now, she has not put up anything for what's called general market. So what's on general market? Let me see if I can. What's on general market is they make custard machines. They make machines to pasteurize dairy, stuff like that, and that's they use these custard machines, all that kind of stuff. Carpigiani makes more than just the ice cream machine for McDonald's. So there are two ice cream machines for McDonald's. One is the Taylor, which you are not allowed to work on, but the other is Carpigiani the K3, which you are allowed to work on once you attend the training class. So November 18th, 19th, so Tuesday and Wednesday, that one is going to be in High Point, North Carolina. I don't know if any of you see that Key and Peele skit where Peele is Dragon Jones. He's the karate instructor in High Point, North Carolina, and that one is too funny. All right, but anyway, so she tries to do over at Carpigiani, tries to do every single month. So this is something that you're going to want to work out your schedule with. You got to pay for your airfare, you got to pay for your hotel, but you can, if you go with their hotel, you will get it'll bring you back and forth from the shuttle will bring you back and forth. So every month, so she tries to do every month. I don't know how long she's going to do this. I harassed this woman for years. So it's in your best interest to attend the damn training class, because when it's gone due to lack of attendance, I don't know if it'll ever come back. I don't know if it'll ever come back, or maybe she only does once a year or something like that. This is your way in. This is McDonald's. This is their, when people know that they have an option versus dealing with Taylor, they will then go with the Carpigiani if they know that there's going to be somebody available to fix it. All right. Hold on a second. Yo, Alex Tech, what's happening? So this is the Carpigiani schedule every month. January 6th and 7th. I think that's going to be a low attendance for that class. February 3rd and 4th. March 3rd and 4th. April 7th and 8th. Now this is going to be just the K3. This is not the general market class where they go over the batch ice cream machine. They're not going over the pasteurizing machine. They're not going over the custard machine. They're not going over none of that other stuff that they do. They're only covering the McDonald's stuff. I myself am not interested in McDonald's. I am the one that's interested in the general market class. That's what's up. Hold on, let me hit you with the link. So once again, this is the link for training. Oh, you can't see me, but this is the link for training on the McDonald's equipment. And I'm still getting messages. So live right now, there's a coffee show going on. Yep, there's that too. Coffee training. All right, so this is McDonald's. Yeah. And CSA Coffee Guild. SCA. It is the SCA. There are a number of classes on working on coffee machines. Oh, you said the audio is low? Hold on one second. I got a good idea what the audio is. All right, just chances are the audio is going to be low because of that background music. 1 second. Let me see here. What else we got? And do sound. So if anybody's interested in coffee machines, espresso machines, that type of thing. All right. So that should be a whole lot better. Good. All right. So that is. So I kicked up the sound for you. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate you. Yeah. Put a smile on your face. Now, here we go. Once again, when you learn how to work on one coffee machine, it actually does help you with working on another. There are differences, but they're not drastic differences. So you'll actually get the hang of it with just one brand of espresso machine. Coffee trend. No. I don't want SCA. I want SCA Guild. SCA Espresso Tech Guild. There we go. Coffee Technician. Coffee Technician. I think last year it was in San Antonio. I missed it. Oh, let me give you guys the link to this one. Once again, almost everybody is selling coffee. Once you guys get into the K3, once you guys tell me that you have completed a K3 class, I'll tell you about the other McDonald's equipment that they're using. And that will, I mean, if you get in there on the beverage side, that's all you need. Once you get in there on the beverage side, then you can start attacking the fryers and everything else. Because the fryers, primarily they're using Frymaster, but they can use Pitco, and they actually sometimes they can use Henny Penny. All right, so all right, good. We got about 10. We got about 10 people, but these are actually very good pictures. So they're you have thermal block and you have boiler. This is actually a boiler that you're looking at here. And because it's a boiler, you got the heating element that goes inside. The heating element system, it's just the same way as a commercial dishwasher. Then you have your other probes and sensors that go in there to let the machine know what the pressure is, what the temperature is, all that kind of stuff. That way it knows to cut the heater off, all that kind of stuff. That you have a float. You have all these things in there that you would have, you know, in a dishwasher, in a commercial dishwasher. And the same things are in an espresso machine. One that has a boiler. Thermal block is a little different. It's still not drastically different. And then you have your pump. So then you have your vibrating pump, and then you have your, oh God, I forgot the other pump. But you got a couple, you only have two different types of pumps. And that's about it. So they're pretty easy going when it comes to working on espresso machines. It's just you need room to work on them. Sometimes you're gonna need to take them. Fun fact about these classes, they're typically going to be around 2 or 3 different spots in the US. If you do contact them directly, there's a couple of guys that are very responsive, and then they will tell you when they're going to be in your area, or they'll guide you and let you know the best course of action you need to take. Yeah, Brother Frank says hit the like, subscribe, support the channel. That brother's right. Yeah, there's my stuff at the bottom. Oh, you guys can't see me. My bad. There's my stuff at the bottom of the screen. Cash App, Chime, and other apps. Whatever app that you might be on. Greatly appreciate it. And while I have you here, give me your concerns, give me your questions. I know my app is. I know he said he's driving. It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. We'll have to catch up with him later. But if you do want to call in, you do want to ask me questions about the business, you can hit that StreamYard link. It's going to let you know how to come up. And then you can come on the show, come on this broadcast, and I can let you know exactly what's going on. If you are new here, if you are new to the channel, my system, the way that I believe is best for any person that is new to the business to come in, especially if you're coming in and you've been trained on the residential side, so you know how to use a meter, you know how to change parts, you know how to diagnose parts. Once you learn that kind of thing and you make that transition over to the commercial side, my advice to you is to start with ice machines. Start with cleaning ice machines. That is the entryway. Once you get into ice machines, you can branch off to other things. I didn't get a chance to show you guys the deep fryer I was working on today. Some clown has gotten into one of my existing customers. A location was changed ownership. They brought over with that new ownership some of the old management. So they had my information. The new owner tried using other service companies and they just butchered everything at this location. So now I've been cleaning up the mess for the last year. And they completely took apart a Dean fryer, a Dean gas deep fryer. So now I'm at the point where I have to offer them another deep fryer. By the time I finish fixing the screw up from the previous guy, putting it all back together and everything like that, I'd be much better off selling them a cheap deep fryer for $750 and then charging to install that deep fryer. It'd just be much better off because they just completely wreck that fryer that's there. Now, why am I talking about this? Is funny enough because I got this customer through Ice Machine. So I was set up to clean their ice machines every couple of months. Oshizaki nugget machine. So I've had this account for probably be good. Yeah, I would say over 10 years. I then turned the account over to Brother Charles. Charles does the cleaning of the ice machine like clockwork. He's closer. He lives by there. And in turn, I took the repairs. So as the other equipment aged out, as everything aged out from this warranty period, the freezers in the back, I end up taking care of the freezers and the refrigerators. True. I end up taking care of those. So the ice machine got me in. I started taking care of the True in the back. And recently they brought me in. I started taking care of the True in the front. And then they're like, oh, we didn't even know you do hot side. I'm like, yep. So now I've been brought in to do the deep fryer. So that's kind of like how that works. Once you get in on the ice machine is in constant need of service. The ice machine needs to be serviced for their floats and other ice thickness and probes and whatnot. Those things accumulate. Even if the water's clean, they eventually will accumulate like some kind of scum. So those things need to be serviced. If not every 6 months, then, if you don't get it every quarterly, then maybe every 6 months. So you have your ice machines, and then you can go, oh, Brother Frank, yo, what's going on, Brother Frank?
What's up, man?
What's going on with you?
Hey, I want to see that picture of that deep fryer you gonna sell for $700, bro.
Okay.
I know you can get more than that for a Dean deep fryer, bro. I know you can.
No, it's not Dean. All right, so the Dean deep fryer that they had, the guy, he took apart the gas valve. The baffles on the inside are cooked because I've been taking care of them for 10 years. So Yeah. So this deep fryer is 10 years old. So I went by. I was live today, and I went by the dealer that actually sold it because I was working on a chef's table in the same area, and it's almost the same parking lot. And I went over there, and yeah, they said they didn't have one. They'd have to order it. Well, I don't need to order it. I already got accounts with the same people. I can just go pick it up. So those fryers cost me about $600. I sell it to them for about $750, then charge them, another couple $100 to install it and be done with it. Because if I repair that Dean, that gas valve alone is going to be $600.
Yeah.
And then, the work for me to install that gas valve, bro, I'm gonna have to charge them another $650 to $750 and install it. And then I got to do the baffles inside the burners because those are all burnt up. So by the time I'm done with all of that, hell, I could have sold them 2 Dean deep fryers. I mean, two Dukers deep fryers.
Hey,
So,
Mike.
Yeah.
Do you have a tool for that little gas? Not a little gas valve, but the little it's reverse threads. Do you have a tool for that?
Yeah.
You do. Where do you get it from?
Like Home Depot. Home Depot sells them. Lowe's sell them. It's just it's the smallest Craftsman. Hold on.
Man, I had to go look at a gas stove and somebody broke the man, what is that?
You keep thinking there's special tools. There's no special tools.
Okay.
They don't believe in special tools because there's no special tool. There's no special tool. It don't, if there's a special tool, you got to get it from the factory. If there's a special tool. Yeah, you only gonna, you're only gonna get it from the factory, and it's gonna be because they know that their barrel is so long, or they know that this is, in an awkward spot, so they make something that they actually use at the factory. But other than that, there is no such thing as a special tool.
All right. So let me ask you this, man. Your hours, you work pretty much after 12. You start after 12.
That all depends on the customer. See right here, this small crescent. No, let me show you. It all depends on the customer. Okay. So, all right. So, I'll give you an example. So today, that the place that I had to go to with the deep fryer, the one that I used to clean the Hoshizaki ice machine, they didn't open until 10.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, all right, so they don't open till 10, and their employees don't speak any English. Right? So they're really kind of like, they get kind of scared and freaked out if I come like any earlier than 10. Because they don't know if they should open the door. It's just some black guy with all this damn hair standing there angry. Like, you gonna open the door or what? So they, no English, so that one didn't open up until 10. It all depends on who your client is. Who your client is depends on when you're gonna get there.
Yeah. And let me ask you.
Yeah.
So now because I used to do some work for Dutch Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, they have 2 ice machines. And if I'm coming to work on one, then I can use the other one to put the ice in that or in a bucket. But if you're messing with a restaurant that has only one, how do you compensate that when you come in to clean one and they only have one?
Brother, it's a restaurant. So all right, so every restaurant is gonna have ice wells. They're gonna have different sinks and all this kind of stuff. That they use the bin, that ice, the ice that they use in that bin is typically over a period of the entire day.
Yeah.
So by the time you're done with the ice and taking care of the ice machine, by the time you're done with that, that's what they're gonna be fine. So every single station, right? You make sure, hey, I'm here to clean the ice machine. Every single station, come get this ice. Come get this ice now. And so everybody come get the ice, and they go ahead and fill up the ice at their station. You know, the bar, they're gonna fill that up. The server areas, they're gonna fill that up. You know, like when you go to Chick-fil-A, right?
Yeah.
And right there in front of the soda machine, they got that ice well. So you make sure everybody's got their ice. And then you go to work and you talk to your customer. You don't clean the ice machine on their busiest day. You clean the ice machine on their slowest days. Their slowest days, their slowest time. That's when you do it. You say, okay, yeah, you burn the ice. So I take a hose with hot water, hose it down. You don't have to burn all that ice until you're done, right?
Yeah.
Because that's wasting time.
Gotcha.
What's up, Jacob? So that's wasting time. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start at the top. You're gonna start with that ice machine. All the water and everything else is dripping down, and the ice that's in that bin is already gonna be melting. And as you're splashing things around, taking the trough down, what's gonna happen? All that cleaner and ice and water is gonna fall into the bin, further melting that ice.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like while it's going through a clean cycle, that's when you can go ahead and hose the bin down. Because what else are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What else you gonna do? That's when you could hose down the bin. Now you're not wasting time. If you hose down that bin before you get started, you're wasting time.
Gotcha.
You wasting time. So when it's your money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when you do it. When you're going through the circulation process, you running that cleaner through the system. That's when you're gonna go ahead and hose down that bin, and you can also take that runoff, that cleaner, that sanitizer that's coming down, and then clean the rest of the bin. I use a spin pad. So Lowe's, Home Depot, they all sell the pads that goes on a impact.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and just it's like a buffer for a car, but it's for your drill. So at our age, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go ahead and do all this. Man, I put that brush on there, and I just go through it, and it starts soaping and sudding and everything else. And I go ahead and scrub all of that, use the drill, and then hose it all down. Right? And then the ice, as soon as that ice is done, remember when you're doing a Manitowoc, when you're doing a Scotsman, it only takes an ice-o-matic. You're only talking about 15 minutes before it drops a batch of ice.
Yeah.
Hoshizaki, you're talking about 45 to 55 minutes. So if you're doing a Hoshizaki, you really got to store the ice. You know, you got to take that ice out of there when it's that. But other than that, brother, by the time you're done, man, after the first couple of batches, it falls out of that ice machine. Everybody's fine with the world.
Okay, that's cool.
Everybody's fine with the world. But you know, some of us, we will do the ice machine, you know, at the end of the day, or we might do it at the beginning of the day, right? That way it gives it time to catch up. Because most places, they're going to take that ice and stock up their stations with ice before lunchtime anyway, because lunchtime is too late. It's too late to go ahead and grab ice at 12. It's like, Paco, what you doing? Jorge, no, you were supposed to do that 10:30. You're supposed to do that at 11. When them people are coming through that door, you're not supposed to be disappearing to the back. You're supposed to be out there helping out, bringing food orders, busting tables, you know, filling glasses. You're not supposed to be disappearing to the back.
That makes sense.
So yeah, if you're gonna do it, you can. People don't have any problem opening it up for you early. So if you're an early riser,
Yeah.
You can get in there and you can go ahead and attack that ice machine. And you're happy to do it. Why? Because they're already getting meat delivery early in the morning. They're already Coke, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper is already coming there early in the morning. Cisco is coming there early in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Those people are already coming. Liquor delivery, those people are already coming, starting at like 7 o'clock in the morning.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's perfectly normal for you to come in early in the morning, but I tend to work later in the day only because I have taking over all of these bars and nightclubs and stuff like that. You know, I just got harassed by a bar today. He don't like us. He ain't gonna you gonna come back and work on our other dishwasher. And I was like, man, y'all was acting kind of shitty. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted to go get my money, they had an attitude. Like, come to find out, nobody else wants to deal with him either.
So, Mike,
yeah.
At this stage in life, are you taking on any more work?
Oh, always. It's always. The reason why is you never know when somebody's going to take their football and go home.
I got you. Yeah.
Right? You could have a major. One of my customers was called Salad and Go.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Yeah, I did some work.
Now, what if I had put all my eggs in that Salad and Go basket? I'd be sweating right now. I'd be sweating.
Nah, you all right, man. You good.
No, I'm just saying. They were a shitty client anyway. But hold on.
Let's talk about something important. Are they all here?
All but one.
Well, I'm going anyway. Let's talk about something. And I'm here on a mission of mercy.
I got your attention now? Good.
A, B, C. A always B, B, C close.
Always be closing.
Yeah.
I play that. Always be closing. And I talked to Brother Charles about that. I said, Brother Charles, hey man, you getting comfortable. I said, these people are in cycles. So he doesn't do the commercial like we do. He do residential. And I say, hey, Brother Charles, you got to remember, if you've had your clients for 10 years and they were 50 when you got them, guess what? Now they're 60. If they were 60 when you first got them, now they're 70.
Yeah.
How much longer are they going to be in the house on their own? When are they going to sell the house and go move in with their kids? When are they going to sell the house and go into assisted living? Unfortunately, our clients pass away. And it recently he saw that. He's like, oh, damn, some of the wives passed away. And now the husbands, are making other arrangements, And yeah, brother, life happens. And it's the same thing when it comes to restaurants. The matriarchs, the patriarchs of these establishments, you get them, you have them for 10, 15 years. Well, guess what? When you met them, they were 50, they were 60. Guess what? Now they're 70. You know what I'm saying? You met them when they're 50, now they're 60. And so what happens? Do they sell the company? I had a company I was dealing with. It was called Mambo's. Mambo's should be up there where you are.
I haven't heard of it.
Okay, it's a Mexican chain. And I was taking care of them. Then they got bought up by an investment group, a hedge fund. And then they stopped using me. They use corporate America.
Yeah.
Come around now, they're using me again because now they're going with franchisees. But once again, these things have cycles, right? When you come in, it's like I did a live this morning. The place I went to this morning, I took care of that place when they did their refresh. The guy told me that I was there 7 years ago, right? Now they're pitching all of that equipment and getting all brand new equipment.
Man.
All brand new equipment. Well, because they make millions of dollars a year, and any down equipment delays them. Remember, old equipment, when it starts to, they don't clean it that well. Health department says, hey man, this thing is supposed to be at 37 degrees. It's at 45. I'm gonna have to hit y'all. So then that A rating goes down to a B. You don't want that. Oh, it's my apps. It's my apps.
Mike,
so you don't want that.
Do they offer those old equipment to you?
It all depends. Sometimes it depends on the situation. So sometimes the dealer will go ahead and take it.
Gotcha.
So this is another situation where I got that client from the dealer, and then so in the deal they say, they go, oh, ayos míos, what do we do with the old agreement? They like, hey, we're gonna unhook everything and we're gonna hook up the new stuff and blah blah blah. And we're gonna take away all the old. And so the dealer sometimes, because I'm not involved with the sale, and so the dealer will go ahead and he'll take it back, and he might have me work on it at his store, and then he sells it, or in turn, he work out deals with other struggling restaurants and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
All right,
this, like I said, this is not a small operation. This place, there's like 35 locations, and each one makes millions of dollars a year.
Yeah. Well, look, man, I got some invoices to send out.
You too?
I think I'm gonna be.
Harassed all day today. Oh, sending them invoices.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna be out that way in December.
Oh, nice. Hey, man, just let me know. We gotta meet up, brother.
All right, man.
Like last time. All right, brother. I'll catch you later. Always good to talk to you.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me see here. Let me add my apps. I don't know why I can't bring you up. I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna kick you, my apps. Let me see if I can add you. There you go. You with me, brother?
Mike, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, and I also want to say, thank you to you, but also to Frank, because Frank also called me when I was running my first commercial call, so I definitely appreciate y'all. The only thing I'm trying to figure out now is that JMC, the call that I ran.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, well, you need to call your tech support, right? So I call all their lines. I leave messages, right? Nobody calls me back.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you do.
And so I'm still waiting on them to call me back so I can report out.
They're not going to call you back. Yeah, remember we had this conversation before. What did I tell you about their tech support?
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. They don't have a real tech support. So you called. You cannot make them answer your damn phone calls. What you do is you email that chick over there and you let her know, hey, did you submit your invoices?
I'll submit them now. No, I'll submit them now.
Man, I told you. You submitting the invoice ain't got nothing to do with the damn phone call. All right, so the average person doesn't have me on their phone.
True.
Right? So they didn't hear anything back from this. They don't care. Only time they give a damn is when they have these phone calls, these nagging calls, and the guy's here and this, that, and the other. That's the only thing. It's just to cover their ass. But you let her know, hey, I called this time, I called this number, blah, 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 boom, 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 and you're done with it. There's nothing in writing that says that you ever have to call tech support.
Okay.
To submit any claim. Ever. That doesn't exist. This is just a woman who doesn't know anything about the business, just talking to you.
Okay.
And remember what I told you before, submit the damn invoice. Ask for it later. Once again. So
I emailed her to ask about the cleaning, and they said there was no response.
Okay, then fuck them. So charge them for the damn cleaning.
Okay. You
charge them for the cleaning because those calls are going to come back anyway. And then what you do is you hit them up and you say, hey, look, you always take pictures, before, during, and after. And you send them that. You are never to include anything other than diagnosing a unit in the diagnosing charge. That you don't go and diagnose an ice machine and do the fucking ice machine cleaning and then you charge them for a diagnosing. No, that is a separate thing. That is separate. That is completely separate. So for everybody that's watching, my apps went out on a call and he was sent out to just diagnose the unit. So I helped him pregame that unit based on what he told me was going on. But what my app didn't tell me is that he had, because it was a pizza shop, and I want to go over a couple of other pizza ovens too. He didn't tell me that he went out there and cleaned the machine before he even talked to the dispatch about rates for cleaning that machine. So, but that is something that you're gonna have to just put into your bill, make it a line item,
Mhm.
and then when she calls you back to ask about it, you say, "Hey, you can't do cleaning is a labor. That's a service. That's not part of any diagnosis. No diagnosis requires you to clean the unit." Because let me help you out, my apps. 90% of the time, the only problem with the unit is that the condenser coils are dirty.
Mhm.
When the condenser coils are dirty and you do not clean the condenser coils, you have this cascading, this snowball effect. So you have a hotter than designed compressor. You have the oils either break down, or you have them cause blockage in the capillary tube, because these are R290. If they are using capillary tubes, some use TXVs like Hoshizaki and a couple others. They use TXVs with R290. So there are options when it comes to R290. Yo, Pitcher Man, what's happening? But cleaning is the main thing. That is the main thing. That is very often the only damn thing that's wrong with the unit, is that it just needs to be clean. And so you are never going to go out to somewhere and just do a diagnosis and charge them a diagnosis fee, and you've actually cleaned the condenser coils. That is a no-no. That is a no-no. Anytime you discover something, you are going to send it to that manufacturer and say, "Hey, this is what's up. That's what's up. This is going to be a separate charge." And they're going to say yes, or they're going to say no.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If they say no, then you don't clean it. It ain't your machine. Don't clean it. Don't clean it. You only do what they're paying you for. Do not go ahead and go out and do all this Red Cross bullshit. You are not there to be Teresa.
Yeah.
That is not what you are put out here in this world to do. I didn't give you that contact for you to go out there and do free work. I gave you that contact to achieve just what happened. And tell the ladies and gentlemen, the people that are watching this broadcast, what came about from that one service call.
So as soon as it starts working again, start talking with the manager, and the manager says, "Oh, I'm the general manager for this store." And so she says, "Well, do you do hot side and cold side? How many people are you? And if you want to, do more work for me, I got to see your certificates that you're trained on, the fryer, because they got like a Dean fryer."
Well, let me speed you up. How many other locations do they have?
8.
So that one service call.
Yeah. That one
in front of an 8-chain customer. That's been around how many years? How many years has that chain been around?
Ooh, probably like maybe like 40.
40 years. So it's not like it's some brand new chain where all the equipment is 6 months old. Like when I had Salad and Go and everything opened up within 1 year, 30 locations in 1 year. No, you're dealing with a place with some are new, but the vast majority of them, they've had them for years. So that is exactly what you're looking for. Is you're looking for an established client, and now this is somebody that you can get put in front of, and you can start getting COD work right away. And how close is the nearest location to you?
The nearest location is literally like 10 minutes away. Literally 10 minutes from door to door.
Location.
The next location is probably 15 minutes.
So these are the type of things that, now what I tell you about when they're close to you.
These are the ones that you want. Like these are the ones you can kind of stop by and buy something and talk to the manager and say,
Yes.
introduce yourself. Here's what I do.
Right. This is what I do. And you want to, besides here's what I do you mind showing me your equipment and telling me about the issues that you're having with your equipment? You need to hear from the actual users what they're dealing with, what they're experiencing. That lets you know, okay, all right, they're having a problem with the conveyor belt on the pizza oven. So what do? You start looking up parts for the conveyor ovens. You start looking up which brand it is. You start looking to see the price. You start studying the videos on how to change the conveyor oven, how to change the board, how to change the motor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are all things that help. So now you're not, let me show this one. Now you're not going to, so this is Peerless Premier. I don't know why it's Peerless Ovens. I don't know why I keep seeing Peerless Premier. It's Peerless Ovens. There are easily 60 different brands of ovens. And instead of you looking at deck ovens, oh, damn, there it is. It was, October 26th, 27th. In Columbus is the Pizza Expo, the regional show, and Peerless Premier is there. Peerless Premier is at all of these shows. This is the oven manufacturer. The granddaughter or the great granddaughter owns the company now, or is running the company. But this is a pizza deck oven pizza manufacturer that's been around since, let me go to the About Us. 1800s. They have been family owned and operated since the late 1800s. Right? So there are so many different pieces of equipment. I keep hammering that into everybody's head. Hey, look, you are not going to study every brand. You're not going to learn every brand. It's best to go out to the locations that are closest to you, introduce yourself, find out what they've got, and then you can study. Then you can get training on what they've got. Instead of getting trained on all the stuff. Like if they have Peerless, unfortunately, Peerless doesn't have any training certificates. Most of these manufacturers do not have training certificates. So that when it comes to that, like I said before, these are just things that you're just going to have to make up. When it comes to something like Peerless, you can ask them, what is your servicer number? And then you're going to have to make up a sheet with the Peerless logo on it, with your company name, with your servicer number, so that when they call up Peerless, they say, hey, I've got this guy, and he says he's a servicer for you. I got a number, do you know who this is? And they go, okay, well, what's the servicer number? And they say, hey, it's 1234. And they go, oh, yeah, that's Mike Reed Appliance. Yeah, we know who he's authorized with us. We know who he is. So especially when it comes to one thing, you got to know that when it comes to warranty, no one wants to honor a warranty call on their equipment. The reason for that is they've been around since since 1800s. They've been around. What the hell was it? Yeah, since the 1800s. They don't have any issues with their equipment when it's brand new. Most of these people don't have problems with their equipment when it's brand new, especially on the hot side. It is always going to be an install issue. It is always going to be a user error. And they don't like to use new people because new people like to bend the rules and try to service the equipment, even though it should be rejected. That is the only reason why they don't want to deal with you guys, because you're going to want to, oh no, the customer's going to be mad at me. No, the factory's going to be mad at you. So here's the information for Peerless. I know you don't have one just yet, but Peerless is very big on the East Coast. It's very big with older locations, and you might just have one that they don't have a conveyor. They might still have deck oven, You haven't seen all the locations. And this is something that is very common. Like the very first location, the original location, they don't change the oven. And the oven is, 70 years old, 80 years old, and it might be a Peerless. So you still need to make yourself aware of all these other brands that's out there. And this way you're not caught off guard when you do see something else and you don't get nervous. Deck oven pizza ovens are not that bad to work on. Not that bad. They're all, mechanical. It's all, well, they have electric ones, but on the gas one, it's pretty much Mongo no fire. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. See, so right here, both of these are electric, 30-inch and a 50-inch. I've had some live streams where I've gone out and had to work on a Peerless. Those were last year, the year before. I don't think I've done any lives this year on a Peerless. Yeah, there's multi-deck. So you got so many different things out there. But to get back to what you were talking about, what you were doing, do not delay with sending in these damn invoices. Send in your invoice right away. When you're new, send in that damn invoice. Let them kick it back to you and say, hey, we wanted something else. We need something else. Send us some more information. Send it to them ASAP. ASAP. Okay. It's not, so what if they, kick it back and they say, hey, this is a little much. It's all a negotiation. All right. It's all a negotiation. But I need you to keep in mind that your goal is to land this COD customer, right? It is to land that COD customer. I need to ask you a question. Did you do any of the Frymaster/Dean training classes?
Yeah, I haven't finished them yet, but yes, I started.
Because you get the certificate when you finish. You'll get the certificate from the online classes. And I think almost all of the online training, unless you're doing like some YouTube videos, if they have their own system, you're going to get a certificate. Online training, you're going to get a certificate from it. Let me see here. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're giving me some drama. Am I in Google? Yeah, I'm in Google. What the hell? Google is giving me some drama, but you're going to get a certificate from Frymaster. Let me give everybody the link. So I take it you specifically went to the Dean one first, right?
No, I guess I should have. Okay.
All right. I'm curious. Why not?
I guess as an oversight, just trying to figure out like, okay, well, what do people have most of?
No, that man. How would you even know? You didn't even ask me.
No, I didn't. So
you know what people have, brother. There's no such thing as what most people have. This is all commercial. These are all tools for work.
Okay.
They make this equipment specifically for the clients. You order enough of this, like I was talking earlier. I don't know if you were on here, but like Salad and Go, and I talked to you about Salad and Go before. True made refrigerators just for Salad and Go.
Wow.
No, it is no damn wow, man. That is how the business works. They make deep fryers just for different companies. Fun fact, Henny Penny was started by a chicken company. Ultra Fryer was started by a chicken company. So Popeyes, I think Popeyes created Ultra Fryer. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just show you guys right now. So that is how these are tools. These are tools, man. I'll show you guys the Ultra Fryer. So no. There's no wow, brother. There's no wow. This is how this works. Let me go to about. This is a business. See, Ultra Fryer started in 1969. And so what I'm trying to tell you is you already have a customer. You already know that they have Dean. She's telling you she wants a certificate. You can go to Dean at Frymaster, and go select the Dean fryer and go and get the damn certificates for the Dean and be done with it. As long as you have at least one certificate, you would get, well, you could do a couple of certificates. You'll do the millivolt fryer test and all that other stuff. You get the Dean certificates. And then you give them a sheet with your authorization for JMC or whatever the hell, JMC. And then what was one of the other brands they had in there?
They have, what is it? The one from JMC with those Bisons, and then they have a Tosa.
A Tosa, right. So you stay on a Tosa. So here it is right here. Fast forward to 1989. Popeye's Chicken purchased Church's Chicken. And then they started this deep fryer company because they needed equipment that would develop an end result that they wanted. So here it is right there. Ultra Fryer was created by Church's. So it's just like I said, it was Church's and Popeyes. So Popeyes, so that's how this kind of stuff worked. And then the other one, a lot of these places have a very similar story where they were actually started by a restaurant. So the restaurant needed a particular outcome. And so the owner said, well, I'll just make it. And that's how it went. Other people wanted that same result. And these people were like, well, shit, I'm not going to be cooking chicken for the rest of my life. I'm not going to be making ice cream for the rest of my life. I'll just start selling my equipment. And that's how a lot of these things are born. And then they will sell off the fryer company. They'll sell off the ice cream company. But yeah, let me show you what the products are. So this is Ultra Fryer. So this is In-N-Out uses Ultra Fryer. Freddy's Frozen Custard uses Ultra Fryer. Matter of fact, the same one right here. This Ultra Fryer, Ultra Fryer 23, and it's only going to be 2 units. So here's one with 3. There's a 2. But this is the gold P20. But the Ultra Fryer 23 in the 2 fryer configuration is what Freddy's Frozen Custard uses. And you got a number of other places, and they'll use that. So I don't have any of my stuff with me, but Dean Fryer, leave the other damn tests alone and finish the Dean. Finish the Dean Fryer class. Just do that one for me, brother. Do the Dean.
Copy.
And call the JMC girl, or this is something that I tend to do is I will take that dispatch sheet, and especially because the lady that you're talking to, her name and number was on that dispatch, right?
Yeah.
I take that same dispatch. I'll augment it a little bit. I'll blow it up so it's you could read it easily. And Lyft, yeah. So I will take that dispatch. I'll put my logo on there. I'll put my number somewhere on there, and and I will put that in the sell sheet too, in my marketing material. And then she sees her name and number in there. She's in there. It's like, oh yeah, this guy's authorized, right? So then he knows that you have help. There's a dispatch with her name on it and your name on it for the refrigeration. And you include a couple of sheets from Dean on that. So what you're going to do is you're going to get the 1 or 2 sheets from Dean. You're going to put that first. Then you'll put the millivolt test and stuff like that. You'll see there's other little tests. Then you're going to put those afterwards and put that in there. Did you contact Beverage Air?
I've sent them my information. I will check back and see if they responded back to me.
Mm-hmm. So it's a very slim chance that they're going to add you, but it's good to contact them, let them know that you exist, and when something does come up, or if there tends to be an opening, then you're in the running. Oh, that reminds me. For all of you guys that are watching that are in Florida, Hot Side is looking for you, specifically General, Adcraft, Legacy Group companies. They are in need. They have made a change, and they are no longer using a nationwide service provider, and so they don't have anyone. They don't have anyone in Florida, not just South Florida, not Central Florida, all of Florida. They do not have a service provider for the Hot Side in Florida. And that might go for you too, my apps.
Okay.
And you've already sent off to them.
Yeah, I sent off to them. I can check back with the rep to see where it is in the process. But yeah, I can do that tomorrow.
Or just email.
Email again. Yeah.
Or just email them. It's no big deal. You just email them. Yeah, you got it. Like Brother Frank said, you got to stay at it, man. You got to stay at it. Let me see here. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to go to Dean. Yeah, every time you try to look up Dean, you're not going to really find anything. Because everything is under FryMaster. See, just like it says right here. Dean, because it was bought out by FryMaster some years ago. So there's the SR42G. And that's crazy because this even says FryMaster on it, but they still, matter of fact, the one I was working on today was a Dean. The one I was working on today was a Dean that they trashed. And so here, just like I was telling you, it uses a millivolt temperature control, right? Requires no electric hookup. And so FryMaster has a millivolt training class. It's not going to say Dean on it. It's going to say FryMaster, but you're going to start with the Dean stuff first, and you're going to finish the Dean stuff. And then you're gonna do the PDFs, and you're gonna print out that stuff, and you're gonna give it to these people. And as you add your certificates, you can always say, "Hey, can I see that booklet that I gave you? I need to add to it." And then you add to it. Now, another thing is, did you work on your pricing?
I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Now, I specifically told you you're going to change your pricing. It is not set in stone. I specifically told you your pricing is going to vary from customer to customer.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it doesn't matter. You need to get started. You got this paralysis again. You've already been introduced. Print out the damn Dean certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Get the warranty sheet from FryMaster. Email them. I had also called FryMaster too, by the way, and yeah, they gave me the same thing about the parts and all that. You're gonna want to get the warranty sheet, like how many hours to do this and blah blah blah. And then you're going to. That's why I say that it's easier. It's easier just to add your labor rate to it. And if you feel that it's going to be a lot more work, then you can change your labor rate. Hey, excuse me, I need to see that sheet I gave you again. I need to see that booklet. And you take out that sheet and you insert the new sheet with the new price. All right?
Okay.
So we gotta make some changes. No matter what you do, you're going to be thousands of dollars less expensive than your nearest competitor. thousands. No matter what you can come up with in your craziest dream, it's still going to be thousands of dollars less. You want to know why?
Because I don't have as much overhead.
There you go. You don't have a warehouse. You don't have $1 million in parts. You don't have $2 million in parts. You don't have $7 million in parts. You don't have a parts clerk. You don't have a HR manager. You don't have a fleet of vehicles that you're paying insurance on. You don't have health insurance to pay on the technicians. Do you have any technicians?
No.
So you're not paying 6 figures to technicians. So you will never be as high as these companies that are paying for technicians and paying for their vacation and paying for their health insurance and paying for their dental and funding student tuition, that type of thing. What the hell do they call that? Because here's the thing: when you start your own company, you can fund college scholarships for your employees. And guess what your kids are?
They become employees.
Are kids of your employees. You are an employee of the company.
Mm-hmm.
So that is how people actually are able to take care of things like college tuition, things like that. Now you sit down with the appropriate parties and they structure it, but that's how you fund your kids' college tuition off of your business.
Mm.
All right. So there are so many other things that you do, but you got to get started, man. The woman told you exactly what I had been preaching, right?
Exactly.
Certificate.
She was like, yo, where are your certificates? And I was like, I've heard this before. And so I could tell her, yeah, I'm signed up to do this Fry Master training in December. I'm trying to do this, but I'll get it to her.
But the crazy thing, right? And you're not gonna see when you can do the Fry Master stuff. It's not gonna say Dean. None of that's gonna say Dean. The online one is gonna say Dean.
Okay.
Because she's not gonna see Dean, so it's not gonna mean anything to her.
You're right. So yeah, I'll get that done.
So you're putting an emphasis on something that she's never gonna understand. It's like, oh well, I'm going to Cadillac training. I know you have a Lincoln, but I'm going to Cadillac training. Like, but I got a Lincoln. Yeah, but I'm going to Cadillac training. You understand? I am going to be Cadillac certified. I got a Lincoln. What the hell are you telling me about Cadillac for? It's that same type of thing. So,
all right.
Yes, that to make it something a little more relatable, right? It's Mercury. Yeah, but he's doing Cadillac training. Yeah, but you got a Mercury. Yeah, it's Lincoln, Mercury. I got. They don't understand, and they never will understand. They understand pizza. They understand.
This is true.
They understand shrimp. They understand pasta. They don't understand the equipment. How many times did you ask different people what freaking pizza oven they had?
Oh my God. Like the general manager, the deputy manager, the shift leaders, pretty much everybody. And nobody could tell me what kind of pizza oven it was. It wasn't like got on the floor and like found a plate that could tell you what kind of pizza oven it was.
Yeah. They have no idea. And they can care less.
Mm-hmm.
Care less. Yeah, this is the general that is looking, and it's not just general. So it's about 5 or 6 companies. So General, AdCraft, the rest, but you just need to sign up. So stop procrastinating. Don't be like my apps over here, because my apps could have been suited and booted. My apps could have been ready to rock and roll. There was nothing to stop you, my apps, from taking the online training. There's nothing to stop you from doing the online training tonight. After this, you have a customer that is hot to trot. You have a customer that is ready for you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to pun, but they're hot and ready.
Yep.
And you still haven't done it.
Well, I will do it. Look,
Shame.
I'll get it done tonight.
Shame.
Why not?
Shame. 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 That's money. That's some money.
Yes, it is.
Locations, 8 fryers. You got to get to it. You got to get to it because you got to learn about the fryers too.
This is true.
That's gonna take some time. All of this is going to take time. All of this is going to take time. When you went out on that call for that restaurant chain, how many times did they say that the previous company went out on that very same unit that you were
Four.
4 times? How many times did you go out for that unit?
Twice.
But why did you go out twice?
The second time I wanted to see if everything was still working, if everything, if the fix took and everything was still in order, but also to meet the general manager because she wasn't on property that first time.
You only had to go out on that unit to do the programming once.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just that. It was programming. You didn't have to do any seal system repair.
There was no seal system repair. That's true.
What did you have to do? What did you have to do?
Program a Dixel controller and remove some ice.
Now, did it take you a little while to do that though?
Hell yes, it did. It took a lot because
you didn't want to tell me that part, did you?
No.
You didn't want to tell me that, but I already know. Is this one? Where the hell is he at? Is this one right? Oh damn, where is it? Is this one right?
To life's great mysteries. That man is Negrodamus.
Because I'm Negrodamus, damn it. I knew your ass was struggling. Because what did I tell you to do before you even went? What did I tell you to do so that you could be ready to complete that job?
Well, to read all the stuff on the controller, write down each step.
There you go. Write
down each step.
Steps. And how did you do compared to what you thought you needed to do?
I would say that because I had the steps written out, that was the only thing that made it possible.
Yeah.
Because I think if I had tried to do it in the moment, I never would have made it.
It is extremely difficult, even though everything is in writing. It's extremely difficult. You're gonna hold down buttons and this and look at 2 and 3-digit code words that you've never seen before and go through and then enter into the code words. Hey man, it wasn't even easy. It wasn't even easy for me to explain it to you, and you had the instructions in front of you.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea how hard just trying to figure out how to make sure you understand how to program the controller is, and that's a skill set. That is a skill set.
Hey brother, and who's the one that helps the kids with the homework? Right?
Yeah.
And it was still getting that cognitive understanding of how the sequence work and everything like that. And just think, your mind is clicking because you're working with the kids every day. Imagine somebody who don't have any kids. Imagine somebody whose kids are grown. And now you got to do A, up, down, over, down, over. Like what? I crack tech support with that every time. I go, hey man, give me the code, give me the A, over, down code. So I can hear. It clicks with them and they start cracking up because you get the for the lack of a better term for us that are older, you get that Nintendo
the Konami code. The Konami code.
Even ColecoVision had one with the joystick where you go up, over, and then the action button, the rapid fire button to get into certain action modes. But yeah, brother. But if I would have, it would have been wrong of me to tell you to just going out there and then to make sure you take the code book with you. I'd be a little bitch right now if I did that. You know what I'm saying? Me better, man. Going out there, man. That's easy, man. Just take that code with you. And you're gonna be all right. You'll be all right.
That's how doing that is how I feel like. Look, even if I hadn't removed all the ice, I would have felt like the fact that I had to sit there, figure out how this code works, figure out how to program it, figure out how to did the menu, then figure out how to go back to check to make sure that it actually stuck after I reprogrammed it. That in itself is worth the price.
That's another thing. And what else did I tell you that came true? What else did I tell you?
The intervals and the values and all that stuff that was in it.
The ice.
Mm-hmm.
You took for granted that them saying that they were going to defrost it and it was going to be defrosted.
Yeah, and they
And
even though they unplugged it and emptied it, there was so much ice still left in it based
because
on the problem.
they didn't crack open the door.
Nope, it was closed. Doors were closed
Oh.
when I got there.
And it's like a cooler. It'll last 2-3 days like that. So yeah, it's a cooler. This is a commercial piece of equipment. Yeah, even if the power goes out, that'd be fine. That'd be fine for a day or two. That stuff ain't gonna melt right away. What I do, I go over to the location, or I tell them to send me a picture of a towel in the door. Because if they do not put the towel in the door, when you show up, that ice will be there. That ice is still going to be there. It's like they've done nothing. You might as well have let them do it, left it on, because you end up doing the same damn thing anyway. Yeah. So I always tell them, hey man, make sure that thing is unplugged, and make sure you have a towel in the door so that the door stays cracked open, because some company hero, why is this door open? Oh, you guys are gonna let this, not knowing that the damn thing is unplugged, not knowing that it's there to be defrosted, and that fool's gonna shut the damn door. Yeah, like
that probably happened. That probably happened because you're asking them like, how cold does this get? What's the setting on? Nobody can tell you anything. They can't check what kind of pizza oven it is. It's just like we show up here, we make pizza. That's what it is.
But that is, and that goes for every single location. Once again, let's talk about Salad and Go. Every single Salad and Go has a Stolting drink machine. It says Stolting on the front of the drink machine. So what it does, it gives you a frozen like berry drink, and it's about 4 or 5 inches long, and it says Stolting right there on the front. And you call them. You say, "Hey man, which machine is it?" I don't know. It's dripping. It's leaking. Is it the bun, which also says bun on the front, by the way? Is it the bun? Is it the dispenser? So they have a refrigerated dispenser, which the name is on the side and ain't on the front. And then the Stolting. So which machine is it? Which one is dripping? Is it the one that dispenses the milk? Is it the one that dispenses the berry drink? Is it the one that dispenses water and tea and shit? I don't know. And you show up, and I say, it's the Stolting. Well, yeah. It says Stolting on the front. You don't know which one it is? Dude, that is... They don't know. They do not know. Asking them to tell you is useless. That is a useless endeavor. So if you start with these places and they're close, that is best, especially if somewhere is close, like what that one was. I really wish you would have went over there and made sure they put a towel in there, and then then you would have came back the next day, and then you wouldn't even have had to waste time hosing that sucker down. You know what I'm saying? You could have spent more time doing the other stuff. So just like this is a batch freezer. Every single one of the equipment has Stolting right there on the front. Right there on the front. Every single piece. All these brands are big on their name being front and center. Hell, like this. Stolting right there on the front. Right there at the front. Come on, man. Right there in the front. Come on, man. Show. Man, they don't want to. There it is. They all say Stolting right there in the front. So how the hell are you going to tell me you don't know what the name is? You don't know what the equipment is. You don't know what the brand is. It's a Stolting in the front. Right there in the front. So luckily you found out that pizza oven was a Lincoln. So that's since it is a Lincoln, I'm gonna hip you to something. XLT. XLT. The employees from Lincoln left and formed XLT ovens. Yes. So the XLT is damn near identical. There's very little difference between the XLT oven and a Lincoln, which is why you will often find that they might have an XLT and then it's a Lincoln, or you go in there looking for a Lincoln and it's the XLT, because it's virtually no difference. XLT oven. Now, XLT was in Wichita, Kansas. They do hands-on training. Hands-on training. So my advice to you is, since that location has Lincoln, and I've had both training, well, not XLT training from them, but I've worked on Lincoln, I work on XLT, I work on Turbo Chef, pizza ovens, and yeah, they are virtually identical. Virtually identical. And like I said, because the people came from Lincoln Ovens and started XLT, they just felt like there were some things that they wanted to do differently, and that's, XLT is going to get you in Domino's. So this is how this is working for you. It just so happened that your first go round put you in the pizza arena.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about the pizza arena. That was like one of the second or third things that I talked about, because pizza is a whole nother thing onto itself. It's a whole nother thing onto itself. Occasionally you have deep fryers, especially now you have a lot of deep fryers because of the wings.
Mm-hmm.
They were tired of losing out sales to wings. So now they've added fryers. Almost all these places will do fryers. They'll do calzones. They'll do all these different things. So you'll find a deep fryer. You'll find pizza ovens. Then you'll find mixers, and then the refrigeration. So you don't really get bogged down with too much equipment at a pizza place, which is good. And then you really don't have ice machines. You don't have ice machines with pizza places, because the flour gets into the ice machine and creates mold. So you really don't find too many places that have ice machines. If they do, it's going to be right in the front. That's why Pizza Hut doesn't have an ice machine. Domino's doesn't have an ice machine. What do they give you? They give you a liter bottle, right? That's what it is. We give you a liter of Pepsi, or we give you a liter of Coke. Why is that? It's bottled. It just goes in the refrigerator. What's in there? Cans of Coke, cans of Pepsi, right? Same thing with Papa John's. Same thing with Little Caesars. So Little Caesars doesn't have an ice machine. Papa John's doesn't have an ice machine. Domino's doesn't have an ice machine. Pizza Hut doesn't have so they don't have ice machine. I wonder what they do with the sit down, because the sit down places used to have that red pitcher. I don't know what they do with the sit down, but the only Mod Pizza has an ice machine. Mod Pizza goes with the nugget. Why did they go with the nugget? Because it is all contained. It's all contained, so it doesn't make ice cubes. The nugget, the ice is formed in the cylinder. It gets scraped out of the cylinder, and it drops into the bin. It gets used up very quickly. They don't go with cubes. So Mod Pizza, out of the big ones, is the only one that gives you ice. And once again, that is way on the other side of the area. And it is nugget. It is a isomatic GEM unit that they use. So yeah, my advice to you is to plan out a training visit. I will go with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Kansas. Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah.
They do a class every single month. Let's go for the rest of you guys. If you want to do a class, we can go to XLT Ovens. They give a free class, right? The minimum is 2 people. The minimum is 2. They'll do as many as 7 or 10. And this is once you have attended the XLT training, you are then in the running to service Domino's. So you can do Domino's, you can do Little Caesars, because you will now be certified for the XLT oven, and their client is, as you can see from this picture here, the red Domino's oven. And matter of fact, so Domino's. Matter of fact, I gotta show you. I'm trying to see if I could do that. One of the Pizza Magazine people or Restaurant Daily, they did a whole expose on going to the Domino's test factory. And what do they have there? They got the XLT oven, and because this is the pizza oven that they use. The older ones were like the Middleby Wow ovens. But as of the last 10 or 12 years, every Domino's pizza test kitchen, every Domino's, when it's redone, it is a XLT oven. And guess what? You could be the service provider. Why? Because everyone is running out of service companies. Everyone is run out of service companies. So XLT is on the lookout to add technicians to their system. So this is the Domino's test kitchen. Hopefully you guys can see this on the screen. It's the Domino's test kitchen. And they use that's a Randell. That's the pizza make table. Electrolux. We can talk about we can talk about that later. Brother Charles, he should know I'm live, man. Hold on. Brother Charles, I'm live, man. Let me finish this up and then we'll chop it up. All right. Oh, damn, there it is. There. So they teach and train on, there it is, on the XLT oven. So anyway, every new refresh, boom. Every new refresh is a boom. So what did AI say? XLT pizza ovens are used by many large pizza chains, including Domino's, which has been a customer of XLT and has awarded them for their products. XLT ovens are known for being reliable, efficient, and consistent, allowing for high volume production of perfectly cooked pizzas through their conveyorized impingement technology, which means it just blows air at 700 miles an hour through these little holes in the fingers that I was describing to you earlier, not on the live, but earlier, and that provides even cooking and the speed. It knocks the cold chill off of any food product. So fun thing about Pizza Hut. So Pizza Hut primarily uses Lincoln ovens. When you go to a Lincoln class, they serve Pizza Hut for lunch. But yeah, they can also, as I said before, it's damn near interchangeable between XLT and Lincoln ovens. So Pizza Hut from time to time will have Lincoln. Maybe they have XLT. They might even have a Middleby oven. It is all up in the air. So anyway, so that's what. So I've had some people gone and they attended the XLT training class, and they called me maybe once or twice after that. I haven't heard from them since. Nobody told me nothing. So I wish them best of luck. I hope they tune in every now and then. But yeah, pizza ovens can take up your time, man. Funny enough, for me, my weakness on pizza ovens are the conveyor chain. So you have to weave the chain. And there's plenty of videos. We're not going to do that. I've been on here for 2 hours, and we're going to wrap this thing up. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate Brother Frank for coming on. But you can actually join the links for the conveyor oven for that pizza, the conveyor belt for the pizza oven. For some reason, it is a weak point for me. It is a weak point weaving the damn thing and putting the master links together, and I have issues. I have issues. Fun fact, I got a couple of Lincoln ovens in my garage, and I have issues. I still have issues putting that damn conveyor chain together. So with that, I am going to wrap this up. But you, my apps, have the opportunity at a last question, last word, last anything. What you got?
I just want to say thank you to you. Thank you to Frank for calling me and talking to me. Talking me through sort of my first call. So I definitely appreciate you guys. As I sort of take my step here in the commercial. So thank you. So that's what I want to say.
Oh, no problem. I will speak for both Frank, man. We look, man, we love to see people coming into the business, knowing that you have young kids, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes it all worth it. It's all about the opportunity. And like I said, hey, man, I'm trying to cut down on lost time.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of you spending the next 5 to 10 years learning stuff and failing and learning, and damn that, man. Skip to the front of the line. You understand? Just skip to the front of the line. There are so many baby boomers that are retiring and going to the hereafter. You know, you have a tremendous opportunity, right? And like I said, this is not something I went and called around and found you a customer. This customer fell into your lap.
True.
All because you were willing to make that damn email that I told you to send off the damn email, right?
Mm-hmm.
That damn email. So
Yeah.
now to solidify this deal, brother, that's what I'm saying. Do the damn Dean training so you can give her a little freaking certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Get her a certificate. Take your email, make it into a presentable banner type of, make it into presentable marketing material. Make sure you got your name and stuff on there with and make big the JMC, make big whatever the brand name of the fridge was that JMC has. Yeah, make sure that's big and bold, and make sure her number, like what I do for Red Lobster, Olive Garden, Texas Roadhouse, like then I highlight the girl's name in a color. All right, blow it up, make the type front bigger so that they see it, and you make sure that is part of the material. So when you go to the other locations, the other 7 locations, they see that name, they recognize that, oh, that's Karen. Oh, right. Yeah. He was told to call Karen. That's all you need. Because they just want some kind of link between you and the product. The fact that you actually know who that company is, that makes the difference between you getting that COD account and losing it. You know? So and the other guys, they don't know who the hell JMC is. They don't know who the hell Alita, Akita, Bear, whatever the hell. They got some JMC. JMC got so many damn names. JMC got Bison, Spartan, Vault, Beach. And they got ice machines. The ice machines are under the Spartan name. They got deli cases under the Spartan name. More Spartan pizza. So they are actively advertising to pizza chains. So that's why it would behoove you to haul ass to XLT. You know, XLT, they don't give a damn. Whenever you want to come, it is typically like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. But it doesn't really matter if it's the middle of the month. You know, they prefer, the second, third week of the month. But if you want the beginning or the end of the month, that's fine. You just let them know in advance, and then they're able to accommodate you, because it's a 2-day class, because they're going to teach you the ventilation system that mounts on top, and they're going to teach you the pizza. So one day is pizza, one day is ventilation. You get all the manuals, all the PDFs, and they do the factory tour. More Spartan Barback, which is for beer and stuff like that. What else they got here? Bison, because that's what you was working on, the bison, right?
Yep, I was working on bison.
Bison stuff, bison pizza, and under counter. Hold on, dang, can't see me. Bison pizza and under counter. Screw it, I'll just do this. So like I said before, and you can always eat, but once you email XLT, they are going to be ready for you because they're already ready to rock and roll. So the thing you want to do is you want to check flights. So when the flights are cheapest, when that goes with the kid's schedule, that's what works for you. And then you let them know, hey, I'm available, this Tuesday and Wednesday, that Tuesday or Wednesday. Are any of these 3 dates going to work? Because these are 3 dates that I can get a cheap flight. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want. That's what you want. So this is Bison. So that's Bison refrigeration. These are the reach-ins that they got. And so just so you and everybody else know, Bison is just a brand. JMC is just the company that is marketing the equipment. Someone else makes the equipment. And I don't even know, and you didn't even you didn't have to order anything, so we still don't know. We still don't know who's Bison for JMC.
Well, the problem is even if we call it, that's the thing I said, but I call the tech support. All it is, it's like leave a message.
Yeah, but they're not going to tell you anyway.
No,
they're not going to tell because they're not supposed to, because it doesn't matter. The on their end, they are wholly and completely responsible for the product because they're getting the product at a stripped down price. So you're not supposed to be burdening the original manufacturer with your costs,
right?
Because they didn't pay for that service. The JMC would then have to pay for that. That would be a completely different model number. That would be a model number that registers with that original manufacturer. And then they say, oh, yeah, sure, you got one of those. Oh, there it is. There's the pizza units. You were working on a BPT 44?
No. It was
No?
it was a BUF or a BR 48 or something like that.
BUR. Okay, BUR. There it is right there. So that's it right there. Huh. Might be a Dukers. I think you were working on a Dukers. I think that's who made that for you. I think that was Dukers. The door style is Korean in design. That's Turbo Air has that same door. And if you guys saw my live today, the Dukers I worked on had the exact same door style as that. I don't know why the Koreans are big on this type of door. True kind of went away from that because it cracks. The door cracks and you can't replace any part of the door handle. The only thing you can do is replace the door. Once the insert starts to crack and crumble, it's over with. So a lot of people have gone away from that, but the Koreans are still holding on. So this leads me to believe that this is a Dukers made unit by the looks of things. But anyway, which I'm sorry, I've been corrected. The other Friday, the Dukers guy told me it was Chinese. I kept thinking Dukers was Korean. So, but I think that's Dukers. I think Dukers makes this thing. But anyway, so we're wrapping this thing up. We've reached the 2-hour mark. We've got a comment here. Oh, Brother Frank says, Mike on the XLT, they don't show dates. Right. There are no, Brother Frank, I just said that. There are no dates on XLT. The date depends on you. It's a 2-day training class. It's typically Tuesday and Wednesday. They prefer to do it in the middle of the month. There are, right. Yeah. You just filled out the information. Right. So when you fill out the information, you got to be ready to rock and roll. because they're ready to rock and roll. If you fill out the information, they're ready for you to go to class 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks from now on Tuesday, they're ready for you. So the most important thing is to check airfare. Well, Brother Frank is closer than I am. He's I think he's probably about a good 4 hours or 6 hours away. I think I'm 8 hours away. Yeah, I know. But they want at least 2 people, Brother Frank. They want 2 people. So they don't want to do one person, they want to do 2 people. So that's what I'm saying. It's my apps whenever you're ready. And Brother Frank, no. The 5, 5 would be nice, but they will do a class with as few as 2. As few as 2. Because it's no big deal. It's just the factory. They just, sit you down with a trainer. It's only 1 day on pizza ovens, 1 day on the hood. Factory tours all included with that, and you're out the door. But at least they know that you have, right, you got to find, that's what I said, 4 or 5 hours. At least they know that you have the basics. They're able to see you and reinforce with you what they told you in class. They're teaching you how to read their training material, how to read their documentation, where to go to find it. They give you their contact numbers, who to contact. So now you're going to be eating with the trainer and the tech support guy. You're going to be in class with the trainer and the tech support guy. The same person you're going to be out in the field with. Out in the field, you're going to be working on a pizza oven or install a pizza oven. You'll be like, damn, what did you say in class? You can call them up. And it's going to be that very same man answering the damn phone. Like, hey, man, oh, yeah, I remember you, man. What's going on? Yeah, you did have a little problem with that when you was in class. Hey, man, it's just like I told you, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. You good. Yeah, oh, thanks. And off to the races you go.
Hey, Mike, one last question.
Oh, sure.
When you went back and when you talked to Lincoln about getting the actual like who has your local parts, were you ever able to get it? Were you ever able to get a like local parts house or a local supplier?
Yeah, it was the same people they gave you because I gave them roughly your zip code, and so you got to call them because it's just like I had described to you earlier. The service companies for Lincoln. Service companies for PrimeMaster, the service companies for Imperial, the service companies for American Range, the service companies for Jade. They also have parts counters. Why? Because they have 20, 30 technicians. Why? Because they have a warehouse. Why? Because they have $10 million worth of parts.
Mm-hmm.
So they also have parts. So you would have to call like one of those 3 companies that he gave you.
Yeah.
And to see if they are still selling parts, right? Okay. So say, hey, look, I'm a service tech. I'm in the area. Are you guys selling parts? Do you have the name on one of those guys? I forgot. Do you have the name real quick on one of them?
One of them was like electronic motor repair, which is I think is the vendor that's north of Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. EMR, right?
Yep.
Yeah. EMR is a nationwide thing, I believe. EMR, I think is a nationwide company. Because I wanted to say they were like in Louisiana, and I wanted to say they were over there in Louisiana too. See, because they're part of RIFMA. I told you guys about RIFMA. They're part of RIFMA. I think they're in NSC, National Service Cooperative. In order to be part of NSC, you need at least 4 technicians. Let me see here. Commercial kitchens. Let's see here. Order parts. See, yes. So you can order parts, and they are part of Cefesa. This is actually the Middleby website with the EMR logo, but I believe schedule service or call an independent EMR staff member. So once again, you're going to need to call them and see if they allow you to pick up parts locally, right? So you got the 800 number. You can always call them and see, and they might say yeah, or we no longer do it, because a lot of them are phasing out the parts pickup. Like I said, I do the same thing with Hobart. Matter of fact, I have to go to Hobart tomorrow. I have to go to Hobart tomorrow and pick up stuff. Operations manager in Baltimore. Let me see if they got a parts clerk. Operations manager, training manager. See, they have, here we go. Parts and distribution manager. There is Bill Bulling. So you could just call up there and ask, see, he met, what did I keep saying? What did I keep saying? So, oh, that's Marshall. What did I keep saying? He manages $3 million in parts. What number did I keep throwing out there?
Wow.
What number did I keep throwing out there? They stock. Typically, these guys are stocking $2 to $3 million. The larger companies are stocking, up to $7 million worth of parts. And it actually, believe it or not, it doesn't take that many parts to get up to those kind of numbers. You got parts that are worth $1,000, $2,000 a piece. It doesn't take that much to get up there, because if they stock enough for you, imagine if you're taking care of Chipotle's and there's 30 Chipotle's, you're taking 30 or 40 of them. Each one has 2 or 3 of a particular piece of equipment. You need to stock 15 parts of one item that's $1,000 or $2,000 a piece. You need to, so I mean, you're stocking damn near $1 million in parts just to take care of the one piece of equipment alone that this chain has. So $3 million, it really is not, in the grand scheme of things, it really is not that much. But I kept throwing out $3 million. $3 million. These guys had $3 million. You don't have $3 million in parts.
I do not.
I don't have $3 million in parts. I don't have a parts manager. Look at all these damn people, man. Look at all these damn people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damn people. Even if that's over $1 million in salary. It's over $1 million just with these people. And not a single technician on this damn thing. Not a single technician. Safety freaking manager? You got a safety manager? Safety manager. You know what I'm saying? This is over $1 million in just salary on just this screen alone. This screen alone. And they've been around for 95 years. 95 years these guys been around. Yeah, Mike Adams, man. Hey, like I said, whenever you guys can get on over there, they will host up to 10 people, 10 or 12 people at XLT. I'm ready to go, man. I didn't go last year. I didn't go the year before. Like I said, I've been to Lincoln classes. I've attended a lot of other classes, but XLT isn't gonna put me up for. They gave me the offer though, but they're not gonna put me up to do the Little Caesars. Fun fact, I want to make myself big. I fucked that up. So I turned that down. And then they end up having to get a big Safesa member. And they told him, all right, you got the green light to come in to Houston and do the Domino's store refresh. And so the Safesa member went and sent 4 guys from the West Coast, and he used it as a Trojan horse. He used the XLT Domino's as a base, as a floor, and he doesn't even do the damn pizza ovens no more. He used that as a launch pad to get more employees here. Matter of fact, he takes care of the building where I get my mail. So when I get my mail, I see his damn vans. They're taking care of the air conditioner for the building that my UPS mailbox is in. So, and I scare the shit out the employees. I go, hey, how's so-and-so and his son? How they doing? And they freak out. And oh my God, he's gonna tell the boss I'm slacking off. So yeah, but I dropped the ball on that. They said, hey man, you want to do these dominoes? I was like, I gotta get warehouse space, and then I gotta go and uncrate all of these and look at it, and I gotta go, and it takes 2 people, and it's like, I don't know. And like, okay. I was like, all right. Boom. Here come the Sefesa member rolling into town, and the dirty SOBs were in United Refrigeration at the damn door asking people that they want to freaking work for them. Like, how low down can you be? Where every guy that walks in and out the parts house, hey man, here, you want a job? Hey man, come work for us. Like, oh, that was dirty pool. That was dirty pool. I lost all respect for dude after that. And he from Chicago on top of all that. Brother Frank said, what's my opinion on Sefesa? Sefesa is great. Sefesa is for large companies. It's set up so you have to pay. They gave me an honorary membership for a year, which I'm very thankful for Sefesa for that. They welcomed me in. They gave me calendars. They gave me full access to a whole bunch of stuff. But Sefesa, you have to pay to apply, and then they have to accept you. And then you got to pay like $3,000 a year. Like they only got a couple classes a year. Mainly their classes are gas, water, electric. It's for new technicians. Like the pizza thing is a whole week. So the pizza thing that's coming up, they teach you XLT, they teach you Lincoln XLT, they teach you Middleby Marshall. Oh, and Turbo Chef. The ice machines. The ice machine is also a week. Oshizaki, Follett, Manitowoc, Scotsman are all there for the week, and they come and they teach you throughout the week. So Brother Frank said you had a boss who used to do that, pass out cards and ask if they wanted to come in and work from. Yeah, I know. Like, dude, if that person, if that individual is doing that kind of stuff, you can't trust that person. You cannot trust that person. That person is not someone that you would want to trust to work for you, because they are going to jump ship at $1 more an hour. They're going to jump ship at whatever commission that they're going to get for everything over $1,500 for the day. They're going to jump ship. So you're only going to bring them on temporarily. It's for nothing. But yeah, Sefesa has decided to be an option for your larger companies, and they decided to focus more on training people that are new to the business on how to use a meter, how to check for gas pressure, how to work on steam, that type of stuff. So that's where that is. I don't know of anybody who has recently been added to Sefesa in the last like 3-4 years. So that's that. Just check out Sefesa. You'll see what I'm talking about. But we share the same path. We share the same viewpoint. There's a phrase called we stand apart. So we are both going forward, but separately, right? I have no ill will toward them. What they're doing is a good thing. They're just geared more towards, companies that have 15, 20, 30 technicians. Well, yeah, you ain't got no choice. They have to. You can't just join Cefesta. Cefesta has to vote on bringing you in, and you have to qualify.
And you have to pay for the privilege to even be considered.
You have to pay for the privilege of $200 or $300 to apply just for them to even vote on you, and that's for like an associate. So they got 3 different classifications, one of which you could be a voting member. But with that, I am done. I am so very glad that you guys have participated this very evening. That warms my heart. I do. It brings me joy. Thank you so much. And I'll be back on Thursday. See, the internet didn't cut out on me today. And I want to say my hearts and prayers, hopes and prayers to everyone in the Caribbean once again. Yeah, they are same, but they are same, but different, but still same, but smaller. Yeah, Thursday. So for everybody in the Caribbean, hey man, I wish you guys the best in making it through this. My father-in-law is down there. My wife was trying to go down there. I was trying to explain to her that we're at the age in our life where people are going through health issues, deaths, and all that. Her father has to have a surgery. It is now. I had to explain to her it is now interrupted because of the hurricane. So I don't know when he's gonna have this surgery now, but hopefully there's gonna be a lot of roofs ripped off. It's now 200 miles an hour. Storm surge of 40 feet. The airport at Norman Manley is going to be underwater, guaranteed. So I don't know when all that's going to recede. I don't know when they're going to have flights come back in. I don't know when they're going to have even power restored to that island. That's why I use EcoFlow and solar batteries and alternator chargers. And people watch me, man. I didn't know. Somebody saw me working with my EcoFlow, and he put it on a message board. And some random guy called me asking me about EcoFlow. So you guys are paying attention. You don't say nothing in the chat, but you guys are paying attention. Yeah, hopes and prayers out there. They already in Jamaica. They already turned off the water. They turned off the water yesterday, and they won't give an answer as to when they're going to turn the power off. The power is going to go off, and for all those people that don't have a generator, all those people that don't have a battery power, my best to those people, and I hope that this doesn't reset that damn island nation back, because it might just reset it back to where this generation won't build down there, and it might just be my daughter's generation. I think she's Generation Alpha or something. I don't think after this, I don't think they're going to start building again down there for like another 15, 20 years. It's just going to be, I think a lot of people are going to get wiped out because they don't have insurance and stuff like that, not like we do up here. And hopefully they brace themselves and are able to avoid the mudslides, avoid the electrical issues, flooding, and the wind. For the rest of you, be safe and be good to one another. And I'll see you guys on Thursday. See you later.
Let's talk about something important.
Are they all here? All but one. Well, I'm going anyway.
Let's talk about something. And I'm here on a mission of mercy.
I got your attention now? Good.
A, B, C. A always B, B, C closing. Always be closing. Always be closing.
Be relentless. That's it. I'm done.